Saludos, amigos. KASH, President and CEO of KASH International Luxury Real Estate. Guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing great from wherever you're watching this video. What I want to do is put a message out there, remind some of you that when you are working with KASH International Luxury Real Estate, guys, what you're getting from myself and my team is you are getting someone that is dedicated as the buyer's agent, okay? What we're here to do is to protect your interests as a buyer, because that's our origination. We came into this market, everyone on my team, and we went through the same process that you are going to go through if you choose to invest here in the Dominican Republic, okay? So what we want to do is we pride ourselves on being the buyer's agent. We want to protect you and your interests in buying, okay? What does that mean? We want to make sure you're looking at the right properties. We want to make sure you are looking in the right areas. We want to make sure that you are not being misguided, okay? And then when it comes down to the final purchase, we want to make sure the legal team that is representing you has your interests in mind, okay? Not mixed, not confused, not working with the developer a little bit, working with the seller, but no, they have your interests in mind, and that is what's key for us in this entire process. The important thing here for us is that you guys understand that when you do reach out to us, what we're going to do is have your interests in mind. Okay, so next thing I want to voice to you guys. So I was speaking to some clients late last night, and I wanted to explain this to them, and I did, and they appreciated the fact that we did explain it. So I want to explain to all of you. So when you're out there, obviously, guys, we don't have every single property here in the Dominican Republic listed on our website. The key thing here to understand in the Dominican Republic is there is no MLS. All right, there is no MLS system. There's no central database that exists that realtors or sellers or buyers are pulling information from, okay? When you're in North America, what you have is you have the MLS system and you have websites that automatically pull from there. So everything is consistent across the board. Just does not exist over here. And I know I have a ton of clients that are like, hey, KASH, why don't you create an MLS system over there? Guys, it's not so simple, okay? It's not so simple because you need the government involved. You need a lot of powers that be to be engaged in this process. Will that happen? Sure, at some point, maybe it will, but as of right now, not in the near future is this going to be happening. And nor is it an easy task. It's just not a matter of the technology to be created, but it's also a matter of the infrastructure as far as real estate purchases and sales and the powers that be that are involved to be on board with it, and then government intervention. Okay, so this is a long process. So stop dreaming about that right now. That'll happen sometime in 10, 15 years. Who knows if it ever does. All right, but what we have right now is you have independent realtors, independent websites that are all out there all over the world that are selling properties here. What happens to a lot of buyers, because you go down that, you hop on Google and you start searching, and that's normal, and we encourage you guys to do that. But when you come across properties, very often listings are not automatically updated like they are in North America. Don't think that in North America everybody's so diligent in updating their site. No, there's a central database and there's a technology that allows for everybody's websites to be updated. Over here, in defense of all the websites that are out there, it's not so easy to administer and know if a property is sold, to update your website and go through that entire gamut and all those different processes that are automated in North America. So point being is that if you look at a website and you see a listing on there, and we could be guilty of that as well, you see a listing on there, maybe that property's sold, but we don't know it's sold. You don't know it's sold. So therefore it's not up to date across the board. So you're going to see varying information, and that's not because someone's trying to be underhanded or someone's trying to trick you. Sometimes that's the case, okay? Sometimes there's, the bait and switch kind of deals that are out there trying to get you to contact them so that they can pitch something else to you, but that's standard across the board in any sort of sales tactic. But it's just the technology isn't there. So what do we do? What do we do as KASH International? What we do is we encourage you to work with us, Bri, Lila, Carlos, myself, anyone on our team, Carissa. And what we do is you can send us links, forward us links of different properties. When you do that, what we do on our end is we will reach out for you. We will contact that broker. We will contact that agent. We'll contact that website. And we'll say, hey, send us more. Our client is interested. And what happens in that process? Let me explain something really, really important that happens there. You're able to gauge the integrity, seriousness of the property you're looking at, even the parties on the other side. So when we have another company, a website, agency, broker that we reach out to and say, hey, we have ABC client, they're interested in this property on your website, and they don't get back to us, guys, that's a red flag. Right away we say, hey, don't mess around with this property, okay? Another one is if we hear someone say, oh, we're not working with any brokers, okay? That's another red flag, because what that tells me is that there is something there that they don't want me to know, okay, me or my team, because we will evaluate, we will dig in, we'll ask the hard questions, we know what to ask, we know what to look for. So when we're looking for something and they don't want to work with my team or myself or qualified individuals that are asking questions, guys, immediately red flag, and we'll warn you about that. So we can do that, okay? We can screen through the BS for you right there. The other thing that we're able to do for you guys that's really, really important is we're able to negotiate for you. Because when you contact one of these websites, one of these, especially on resales, okay, especially on resales, if you contact one of these websites for a villa that's listed, guys, you're contacting essentially the listing agent, okay? So they have the seller's interest in, obviously they need to have the seller's interest in mind, okay? So they are negotiating for their seller. So you're already uphill battle. Get us on your side, let us do the talking for you, let us negotiate for you, and then we can get you the best possible deal. First, we can qualify the property, the broker, the people behind this listing, okay? Once that box is checked, then we can start to look at the property itself and do some due diligence and make sure it is adequate, make sure it is in the right area, and then we can dive a little bit deeper and start to really do due diligence once you decide that this property is for you, okay? That's where we engage our legal team, we start to make offers, we start to negotiate, and we try to get this done for you. That's not where it ends. Then we continue that process, working with our legal team to make sure that all the due diligence is done, no third-party liens on the property, make sure all taxes are paid, make sure there is no litigation open on the property. Okay, we do all those things for you with our legal team, and then we get to the point of, you know, hopefully getting those keys for you and you having a safe and secure purchase. That's critical, okay, critical in the entire process of what we do. So remember, guys, we are the buyer's agent. We're here to protect you. We're here to guide you. When you are going directly to a website and someone's reaching out to you, you're not getting that service exactly, because you never know who the players are on the other side. You don't know their motivations. You know you're going to be swimming uphill. So you want to get our team, you want to get, you know, my team guided by me, supporting you in that process to make sure you're getting the best possible property, the best possible price, and the best possible location, and having something that you can say you love where you live. All right, guys, hope this video makes sense. Please don't be shy, reach out, send us those links. We can assist you in that. We'll make sure that you get yourself a safe, secure investment here in the Dominican Republic, and we've done it for thousands of people at this point. All right, guys, so yeah, that is today's message. Off to the gym here in beautiful Cap Canada. You can see the sun is shining, and we are excited to try to find some more people, a spot that they can say they love where they live. Thanks so much, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, and share, and keep your eyes and ears open. We don't do the Instagram and social media and all that stuff. What I do is when I have some really good opportunities, I pop them up right over here on our YouTube channel, and that's kind of my thing. All right, guys, love where you live. Talk to you soon.